This video contains audio content only. There are no visual elements or images accompanying the audio. If you're expecting to see video footage, please note that this is an intentional audio-only presentation. We recommend listening to this content rather than watching the screen. Thank you for your understanding and enjoy the audio. Welcome, curious listeners, to a haunting journey through the spectral landscape of Thailand. Today, we're delving into the rich tapestry of Thai ghost stories and urban legends that have captivated and terrified generations. From ancient folklore to modern-day hauntings, Thailand's supernatural realm is as diverse and complex as its vibrant culture. In a land where the veil between the living and the dead seems gossamer thin, ghosts are not merely the stuff of campfire tales, but an integral part of daily life. Many Thais, from rural villagers to city dwellers, hold a deep-seated belief in the supernatural. This isn't just superstition, it's a worldview that shapes everything from personal decisions to national politics. Imagine a country where new buildings aren't considered complete without a spirit house to appease local ghosts, where prime ministers consult fortune tellers before making crucial decisions, and where a failed airport baggage system might be blamed on angry spirits. This is the Thailand we're about to explore, a place where the modern world and ancient beliefs coexist in fascinating harmony. As we embark on this spectral journey, we'll encounter a cast of characters that could rival any horror film franchise. We'll meet floating heads with dangling entrails, seductive tree spirits, and even the ghost of a pregnant woman whose love transcends death itself. These aren't just stories, they're cultural touchstones that reflect Thai values, fears, and hopes. But our exploration won't stop at traditional tales. We'll also venture into the concrete jungles of Bangkok, where abandoned skyscrapers become urban ghost towns, and former prisons echo with the wails of long-gone inmates. We'll see how these ancient beliefs adapt to the modern world, manifesting in everything from blockbuster movies to everyday superstitions. So, dear listeners, steel your nerves and open your minds. Whether you're a skeptic or a true believer, by the end of this journey, you'll have gained a new appreciation for the role of the supernatural in Thai culture. Who knows? You might even find yourself glancing over your shoulder the next time you hear an unexplained noise in the dark. Let's begin our descent into the realm of Thai ghosts, where the line between this world and the next is blurred, and where ancient spirits walk among us. Welcome to the land of 1,000 ghosts. Welcome to Thailand. 1. May Nak Phra Kanong, the Undying Love. Our journey into the world of Thai ghosts begins with perhaps the most famous spectral tale of all, the story of May Nak Phra Kanong. This legend has captivated Thai hearts for generations and continues to be retold in various forms, from traditional oral stories to modern blockbuster films. The tale begins in Old Siam, in the area now known as Phra Kanong in Bangkok. Nak was a beautiful young woman, deeply in love with her husband, Mak. Their life seemed perfect until duty called Mak away to war, leaving behind a pregnant Nak. As fate would have it, Nak died in childbirth along with her baby while Mak was away. But death, it seems, was not strong enough to break the bonds of Nak's love. When Mak returned from war, he found Nak and their child waiting for him, seemingly alive and well. Blinded by joy and love, Mak failed to notice the fearful whispers of the villagers or the strange occurrences around his home. You see, Nak's ghost had been using her supernatural powers to maintain the illusion of life, desperate to hold on to the love and future that had been ripped away from her. The truth was revealed in a chilling moment that has become iconic in Thai ghost lore. One evening, as Nak was preparing dinner, she dropped a lime through the floorboards of their elevated Thai house. In a display of supernatural ability that finally opened Mak's eyes to the truth, Nak stretched her arm to an impossible length, reaching through the floorboards to retrieve the lime. Mak, horrified by the realization that his wife and child were ghosts, fled to the local temple, a sanctuary that ghosts cannot enter. Nak, enraged by her husband's abandonment and the meddling of the villagers who had tried to warn him, embarked on a terrifying rampage. Her fury knew no bounds as she haunted and killed those she believed had separated her from her beloved Mak. The reign of terror only ended when a powerful monk was called to exorcise Nak's spirit. In some versions of the tale, the monk captures Nak's spirit in a ceramic pot and throws it into the canal. In others, he extracts a piece of bone from Nak's forehead, which is said to hold her spirit, and keeps it as a powerful amulet. But the story of Mae Nak doesn't end there. Her tale has become deeply ingrained in Thai culture, with many believing that her spirit still lingers. In the Phra Kanong area of Bangkok, you can find the Mae Nak Phra Kanong Shrine, where locals and visitors alike come to pay respects and ask for blessings, particularly in matters of love and easy childbirth. The enduring popularity of Mae Nak's story speaks volumes about Thai cultural values. It's a tale that emphasizes the power of love, the importance of family bonds, and the belief that these connections can transcend even death itself. But it also serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of disrupting the natural order and the consequences of unchecked passion. The legend has been adapted countless times in Thai media. One of the most famous retellings is the 1999 film, Nong Nak, which brought the ghost story to international attention. More recently, a comedic take on the tale, P Mok, became one of Thailand's highest-grossing films ever, showing how this centuries-old story continues to resonate with modern audiences. What makes the story of Mae Nak so compelling is its blend of horror and heartbreak. Nak is both terrifying in her supernatural power and deeply sympathetic in her motivations. She's not an evil spirit, but a loving wife and mother who couldn't let go of her earthly attachments. This complexity reflects the Thai view of the supernatural. Ghosts aren't simply malevolent entities, but often tragic figures caught between worlds. In many ways, Mae Nak embodies the Thai concept of sanuk, which roughly translates to fun or enjoyment, but encompasses a deeper philosophy of finding pleasure in life's experiences, even the difficult ones. Her story, while tragic, is told with a sense of dark humor and irony that is quintessentially Thai. As we move forward in our exploration of Thai ghosts, remember Mae Nak. Her tale sets the stage for understanding how ghosts in Thai culture are not just objects of fear, but complex characters that reflect societal values, fears, and hopes. In the land of smiles, even the ghosts have a story to tell. 2. Kresu, the nocturnal nightmare. As we venture deeper into the shadows of Thai ghost lore, we encounter a spirit that embodies the stuff of nightmares, the Kresu. This ghastly apparition is perhaps one of the most viscerally terrifying ghosts in Thai folklore, a creature that challenges our very conception of bodily integrity and humanity. Imagine, if you dare, a beautiful woman's head, detached from its body, floating through the night air. But this is no clean separation. Trailing beneath the head are the internal organs, lungs, heart, and stomach, all dangling like some macabre jellyfish of the air. This is the Kresu, a spirit that has haunted the collective imagination of Thailand for centuries. The origin of the Kresu varies depending on who's telling the tale. Some say she was once a beautiful noblewoman who dabbled in dark magic, only to have it backfire horrifically. Others claim the Kresu is the result of a curse, punishing women for various transgressions. Regardless of her origins, the Kresu's nightly activities are the stuff of legend. By day, a Kresu appears as a normal woman, often described as unusually beautiful. But as night falls, her head separates from her body, organs in tow, to hunt for food. And what does this floating horror feast upon? The Kresu has a taste for blood, raw flesh, and disturbingly, feces. Pregnant women and newborn infants are said to be particularly at risk, with the Kresu drawn to the scent of birth blood. The Kresu's feeding habits extend beyond the gruesome to the downright bizarre. In many tales, she's said to have a peculiar habit of wiping her bloody mouth on laundry left out to dry overnight. This has led to the widespread practice in rural Thailand of bringing in laundry before nightfall, a mundane chore turned superstitious ritual. But the Kresu isn't invincible. Thai folklore provides several methods for warding off or even destroying this fearsome spirit. Thorny plants are said to snag her dangling entrails, so surrounding your home with brambles might keep you safe. Some believe that if you can find the Kresu's body while the head is out hunting, you can prevent her from returning to her human form by rubbing chili, salt, or vinegar on the exposed neck. The legend of the Kresu extends beyond Thailand's borders, with similar spirits found in Cambodian, Lao, and Malaysian folklore. This shared mythology points to the deep cultural connections between Southeast Asian nations, where stories and beliefs have crossed borders for centuries. In modern Thai culture, the Kresu has become a staple of horror films and television shows. These adaptations often play with the dual nature of the Kresu, beautiful woman by day, horrifying monster by night, to create compelling narratives about duality, desire, and the monstrous feminine. One particularly interesting aspect of the Kresu legend is how it intersects with issues of class and gender in Thai society. The origin stories often involve women of high status falling from grace, perhaps reflecting anxieties about social mobility and the perceived dangers of female power. The Kresu's appetite for infants and pregnant women could be seen as an expression of fears surrounding childbirth and infant mortality, which were significant concerns in pre-modern Thailand. Moreover, the Kresu embodies a particularly Thai brand of horror, one that blends the grotesque with the humorous. While undeniably terrifying, there's something almost comical about the image of a floating head with dangling guts. This mixture of horror and humor is characteristic of many Thai ghost stories, reflecting a cultural attitude that finds amusement even in the macabre. The persistence of the Kresu legend in modern Thailand speaks to the enduring power of traditional beliefs in a rapidly modernizing society. Even in bustling Bangkok, you might find people who swear they've seen a Kresu floating past their high-rise apartment. It's a reminder that no matter how advanced a society becomes, the old stories continue to hold sway over the imagination. As we conclude our exploration of the Kresu, consider this. In a world where we often feel disconnected from our bodies, where the pressures of modern life can make us feel fragmented, perhaps the Kresu represents our deepest fears about losing our wholeness, both physical and spiritual. Or maybe, just maybe, she's a reminder that beneath our civilized exteriors, we all have a wild, visceral nature that comes out in the dark of night. Whatever the case, the next time you're in Thailand and see laundry being hurriedly brought in at dusk, you'll know why. In the land of smiles, even the night air carries whispers of ancient horrors. 3. Phai Krang, the airborne menace. As we continue our spectral tour through Thailand's ghostly realm, we encounter a spirit that proves the night sky is not safe from supernatural terrors, the Phai Krang. This male counterpart to the Kresu brings its own unique brand of airborne horror to Thai folklore. Imagine, if you will, a shirtless man soaring through the night sky. But this is no superhero, far from it. The Phai Krang propels itself through the air using two large, round objects resembling rice baskets attached to its arms, flapping them like makeshift wings. This bizarre method of flight is just the beginning of the Phai Krang's peculiarities. Like many Thai ghosts, the Phai Krang is said to be the result of black magic gone wrong. In life, these spirits were often practitioners of the dark arts who delved too deeply into forbidden knowledge. Their punishment? An eternity spent as neither fully human nor fully spirit, cursed to roam the night skies in search of sustenance. The Phai Krang's dietary habits are as unsettling as its appearance. These spirits are known for their voracious appetite for raw meat and blood. They're particularly fond of cattle and water buffalo, often descending upon unsuspecting livestock to feast. But their tastes aren't limited to animals. Humans, especially women, are also at risk from these nocturnal predators. In many tales, the Phai Krang is closely associated with the Kresu, sometimes described as its mate or counterpart. They're often said to inhabit the same areas, creating a double threat for villagers unfortunate enough to live in their territory. Some stories even suggest that the Phai Krang helps the Kresu hunt, using its aerial vantage point to spot potential prey. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Phai Krang legend is its connection to sound. These spirits are said to emit a distinctive noise as they fly, a high-pitched, whistling sound that sends chills down the spine of anyone who hears it. This auditory element adds an extra layer of terror to the Phai Krang, making it a threat that can be heard as well as seen. The Phai Krang's ability to fly has led to some interesting developments in Thai superstition. In some regions, it's believed that hanging wind chimes or other noise-making devices outside your home can deter the Phai Krang. The theory is that the spirit, already occupied with flapping its makeshift wings, won't be able to navigate around the additional obstacles. Like many Thai ghosts, the Phai Krang is more than just a scary story. It's a reflection of cultural values and societal fears. The spirit's origin as a practitioner of black magic serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of seeking power through immoral means. It's a reminder that actions have consequences, and that tampering with the natural order can lead to a fate worse than death. The gendered nature of the Phai Krang and its association with the Kresu also provides insight into Thai views on gender roles and relationships. While the Kresu is often portrayed as seductive and cunning, the Phai Krang is typically depicted as more brutish and straightforward in its malevolence. This dichotomy reflects traditional Thai attitudes about the nature of men and women, for better or worse. In modern Thai culture, the Phai Krang has found its way into various forms of media, though perhaps not as prominently as some other ghosts. It's a popular subject in Thai comic books and animated series, where its bizarre appearance and flying ability make for visually striking scenes. In horror films, the sound of the Phai Krang is often used as an audio cue to build tension, even if the spirit itself doesn't appear on screen. One particularly interesting modern interpretation of the Phai Krang comes from Thai legal slang. Lawyers are sometimes referred to as Krang because, like the spirit, they're perceived as feeding off others and being willing to do anything for money. This usage demonstrates how deeply ingrained these ghostly figures are in Thai culture, influencing language and metaphor in unexpected ways. The Phai Krang legend also intersects with Thailand's rich tradition of protective magic. Amulets and talismans designed to ward off the Phai Krang are popular items, often combining Buddhist imagery with more ancient, animistic symbols. These objects serve as a tangible link between the spiritual world and everyday life, a common theme in Thai culture. As we conclude our exploration of the Phai Krang, consider this. In a world increasingly dominated by technology and science, why do these ancient spirits continue to capture our imagination? Perhaps the Phai Krang, with its impossible flight and insatiable hunger, represents our fear of the unknown, the things that go bump in the night despite our best efforts to illuminate every shadow. Or maybe, in a more optimistic light, the persistence of these legends speaks to our enduring capacity for wonder, our ability to find magic and mystery in the world around us, even in the face of modernity. After all, in Thailand, the line between the mundane and the supernatural is often delightfully blurry. So the next time you're in rural Thailand and hear an unusual whistling on the night breeze, don't be too quick to dismiss it as the wind. In the land where ancient spirits coexist with smartphones and skyscrapers, you never know what might be circling overhead, rice baskets flapping in the moonlight. 4. Nong Tani, the seductive spirit of the banana grove. Our journey through Thailand's supernatural landscape now takes us to the lush, green world of the banana grove, home to one of the most beguiling and complex spirits in Thai folklore, Nong Tani. Unlike the horrifying Kresu or the predatory Phai Krang, Nong Tani presents a more nuanced and even sympathetic figure in the pantheon of Thai ghosts. She is a tree spirit, specifically associated with a type of banana tree called Tani in Thai, hence her name, which translates to Lady of the Tani Tree. Nong Tani is often described as a beautiful young woman with long, flowing black hair, dressed in traditional Thai costume of a striking green color. This emerald hue is significant, as it connects her to the lush, verdant world of the banana grove she inhabits. Unlike many Thai ghosts, Nong Tani is not constantly present. She is said to manifest only during the full moon, emerging from her banana tree to interact with the world of humans. The legend of Nong Tani is deeply rooted in Thailand's agricultural heritage. Banana groves have long been an important part of the Thai landscape, providing both food and material for various traditional crafts. The association of a spirit with this crucial plant speaks to the animistic beliefs that underpin much of Thai spiritual thought, the idea that every aspect of nature has its own spirit or consciousness. Nong Tani's character is more complex than many other Thai ghosts. She's not inherently malevolent, but neither is she entirely benign. Her interactions with humans depend largely on how she's treated. To those who respect her domain and make offerings, she can be a protective and even beneficial presence. Some believe that Nong Tani can bring good fortune, especially in matters of love and fertility. However, Nong Tani has a darker side, particularly when it comes to men who mistreat women. Legend has it that she takes particular offense to unfaithful or abusive men. There are numerous tales of Nong Tani luring such men into her banana grove, never to be seen again. In some versions of her story, she's said to be the ghost of a woman who was betrayed or abused in life, explaining her particular vendetta against cruel men. This aspect of Nong Tani's character makes her something of a folk heroine, a supernatural protector of women in a society where they often lacked earthly defenders. It's not hard to see why she might be viewed sympathetically, especially by women who have suffered at the hands of abusive partners. Interestingly, Nong Tani is also associated with Buddhist monks, but in a more positive way. It's said that she sometimes offers food to passing monks, an act of merit-making that suggests a degree of moral complexity unusual for a ghost. This association with merit-making is significant in Thai culture, where the accumulation of good karma is a central spiritual concept. The way people interact with Nong Tani reveals much about Thai spiritual practices. Those living near banana groves often make offerings to appease her, typically leaving small items like incense, flowers, or colorful fabrics at the base of banana trees. Some people even adopt a particular banana tree they believe to be inhabited by Nong Tani, caring for it and making regular offerings. In modern Thailand, the legend of Nong Tani continues to evolve. She's become a popular figure in Thai horror films and television dramas, often portrayed as a tragic romantic figure. These contemporary interpretations often play with the duality of her nature, beautiful yet deadly, benevolent yet vengeful. The persistence of Nong Tani in Thai culture speaks to the enduring power of these ancient beliefs, even in the face of modernization. In bustling Bangkok, you might find office workers leaving offerings at a banana tree growing in a vacant lot next to their high-rise, a striking juxtaposition of the old and new. Nong Tani also embodies a particular Thai attitude towards the supernatural, a mix of respect, fear, and pragmatism. While people may fear her potential for vengeance, they also seek her blessings and protection. This balanced approach to spiritual entities is characteristic of Thai Buddhism, which has long incorporated animistic and Hindu elements. Moreover, the legend of Nong Tani reflects Thai attitudes towards nature. In a country where rapid development has often come at the cost of environmental degradation, Nong Tani serves as a reminder of the importance of respecting the natural world. Her presence in the banana grove is a symbolic assertion of nature's power and the need for humans to live in harmony with their environment. As we conclude our exploration of Nong Tani, consider this. In a world that often seems to be losing touch with nature, perhaps figures like Nong Tani serve an important purpose. They remind us of our connection to the natural world, of the power and mystery that still resides in the green places of the earth. So the next time you find yourself near a banana grove in Thailand, especially on a full moon night, take a moment to pause. Listen to the rustle of leaves in the breeze. Is it just the wind, or could it be the whisper of a green-clad lady emerging from her tree to survey her domain? In Thailand, the line between the mundane and the magical is often delightfully thin, and you never know when you might brush up against the supernatural. 5. Phai Pop, the body-snatching ghoul. As we delve deeper into the darker corners of Thai ghost lore, we encounter one of the most feared and reviled spirits in the pantheon, the Phai Pop. This malevolent entity represents a particularly terrifying concept. A ghost that can possess the living, turning them into ravenous, organ-eating monsters. The origins of Phai Pop are rooted in the practice of black magic. According to legend, a Phai Pop is created when a practitioner of dark arts loses control of their powers. The negative energy they've accumulated overwhelms them, transforming them into a malevolent spirit that exists to consume and destroy. This cautionary element of the Phai Pop legend serves as a warning against the pursuit of power through immoral means, a common theme in Thai folklore. What makes Phai Pop particularly terrifying is its ability to possess living humans. Unlike other ghosts that maintain a separate form, Phai Pop infiltrates a human host, hiding its monstrous nature behind a familiar face. This aspect of the legend plays on deep-seated fears of betrayal and the unknown. The idea that someone you know and trust could suddenly become a monster. The behavior of a person possessed by Phai Pop is grotesque and horrifying. The spirit compels its host to consume raw meat, with a particular craving for human and animal entrails. In many tales, a person possessed by Phai Pop will be seen hunched over the body of a recent victim, feasting on their internal organs. This graphic imagery serves to underscore the complete loss of humanity that Phai Pop represents. Phai Pop is not confined to a single host. It can jump from person to person, leaving a trail of death and terror in its wake. This ability to spread like a supernatural contagion adds another layer of horror to the legend. In some versions of the story, Phi Pop can even split itself, possessing multiple people at once. The concept of Phi Pop is particularly prevalent in the Isan region of northeastern Thailand, where belief in this spirit has led to real-world consequences. There have been documented cases of individuals accused of being possessed by Phi Pop, leading to ostracism and even violence against the accused. These incidents highlight the power that traditional beliefs still hold in many parts of Thailand, even in the face of modernization. Interestingly, the legend of Phi Pop intersects with Thai medical beliefs. In the past, unexplained illnesses or sudden deaths were often attributed to Phi Pop. This association reflects the way supernatural beliefs often filled the gaps in medical knowledge, providing explanations for phenomena that were otherwise difficult to understand. The fear of Phi Pop has given rise to various protective practices. Amulets and talismans designed to ward off Phi Pop are popular items in areas where belief in the spirit is strong. Some people hang specific herbs or plants around their homes, believing these will repel the malevolent spirit. In more extreme cases, suspected Phi Pop may be subjected to exorcism rituals performed by Buddhist monks or local shamans. In modern Thai popular culture, Phi Pop has become a staple of horror films and television shows. These adaptations often play on the tension between traditional beliefs and modern skepticism, with characters struggling to determine whether they're dealing with a genuine supernatural threat or a more mundane form of evil. The legend of Phi Pop also provides insight into Thai social structures and power dynamics. The idea that someone could secretly be a monster, feeding off their community, can be seen as a metaphor for corrupt individuals who exploit others for personal gain. In this light, Phi Pop becomes a powerful symbol for societal fears about hidden threats and betrayal. Moreover, the communal response to suspected Phi Pop, often involving the entire village in identification and expulsion efforts, highlights the strong sense of community in traditional Thai society. It demonstrates how shared beliefs, even frightening ones, can serve as a unifying force. The persistence of Phi Pop in Thai culture, especially in rural areas, speaks to the enduring power of traditional beliefs in the face of modernization. Even as Thailand rapidly develops, with gleaming skyscrapers rising in Bangkok and high-speed internet reaching remote villages, ancient fears still hold sway over many people's imaginations. This tension between the modern and the traditional is a key aspect of contemporary Thai culture. The Phi Pop legend embodies this duality. It's at once an ancient superstition and a modern boogeyman, adapted to reflect current societal fears and anxieties. As we conclude our exploration of Phi Pop, consider this. In a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable, where threats can come from unexpected quarters, perhaps the legend of Phi Pop serves a psychological purpose. It gives form to formless fears, providing a tangible enemy that can be named, understood, and potentially defeated. So the next time you're in rural Thailand and notice villagers eyeing a neighbor with suspicion, or spot a strange amulet hanging in a shop window, remember the legend of Phi Pop. In the land of smiles, where the supernatural is often just around the corner, you never know when you might brush up against an ancient fear given modern form. 6. Phi Tai Hong, the restless spirits of violent deaths. Our journey through Thailand's spectral landscape now brings us face to face with one of the most common and feared categories of ghosts, the Phi Tai Hong. These are the spirits of those who suffered violent or unexpected deaths, their souls trapped between worlds due to the sudden and often gruesome nature of their demise. The concept of Phi Tai Hong is deeply rooted in Thai Buddhist beliefs about death and the afterlife. In Thai culture, it's believed that a peaceful, prepared death allows the soul to move on to its next incarnation smoothly. However, when death comes suddenly or violently, the soul is often left confused, angry, and unable to move on. This creates a Phi Tai Hong, a ghost doomed to haunt the place of its death until its spiritual debts are settled. The category of Phi Tai Hong is broad, encompassing a wide range of spirits. It can include victims of murder, fatal accidents, suicides, and even those who died in childbirth. Each type of Phi Tai Hong is believed to have its own characteristics and behaviors, often reflecting the manner of their death. One of the most feared subcategories of Phi Tai Hong is the ghost of a woman who died while pregnant or in childbirth. These spirits, sometimes called Phi Tai Thang Klam, are considered particularly powerful and vengeful. The combination of maternal instinct and the tragedy of a life cut short before its time creates a potent spiritual force. These ghosts are often said to seek out pregnant women or newborns, driven by a twisted maternal instinct and jealousy of the living. Another common type of Phi Tai Hong are the spirits of those who died in accidents, particularly car crashes. In Thailand, it's not uncommon to see small shrines erected at the sites of fatal accidents, complete with offerings of food, drink, and incense. These shrines serve a dual purpose: to appease the spirit of the deceased and to warn other drivers of the dangerous spot. The belief in Phi Tai Hong has had a significant impact on Thai society and urban development. There are numerous stories of construction projects being delayed or altered due to a high number of accidents on site, believed to be caused by angry spirits. In some cases, buildings have been left unfinished and abandoned due to fears of haunting, creating modern-day ghost towns in the heart of bustling cities. One famous example is the Sathorn Unique Tower in Bangkok, also known as the Ghost Tower. This 49-story skyscraper was abandoned mid-construction during the 1997 Asian financial crisis. Over the years, it has become the subject of numerous ghost stories, with many believing it to be haunted by the spirits of workers who died during its construction. The fear of Phi Tai Hong has given rise to a variety of protective and appeasement practices. It's common for Thai people to perform merit-making ceremonies for the victims of tragic deaths, even if they're strangers. This might involve making donations to temples in the name of the deceased or hiring monks to perform chanting rituals at the site of death. In cases where a Phi Tai Hong is believed to be causing problems, more elaborate rituals may be performed. These can involve offerings of food, drink, and material goods that the spirit might have enjoyed in life. In some cases, effigies or miniature houses might be created for the spirit to inhabit, providing them with a new home, and hopefully encouraging them to stop haunting the living. The concept of Phi Tai Hong also intersects with Thai legal and social practices. In cases of unnatural death, it's common for families to request autopsies not just for legal reasons, but also to ensure that the spirit of their loved one won't become a restless ghost. There's a belief that fully understanding the circumstances of death can help the soul find peace. In modern Thai popular culture, Phi Tai Hong are a staple of horror films and ghost stories. These tales often focus on the tragic aspects of the ghost's past, creating complex narratives that blend horror with drama and even romance. The famous story of Mae Nak, which we discussed earlier, is essentially a Phi Tai Hong tale, albeit one with a more sympathetic ghost than most. The persistence of belief in Phi Tai Hong in modern Thailand speaks to the country's complex relationship with death and the afterlife. Even as the country modernizes, traditional beliefs continue to shape how people understand and cope with tragedy. The concept provides a framework for processing grief and making sense of senseless deaths. Moreover, the idea of Phi Tai Hong reflects broader Thai cultural values. The emphasis on making merit for these restless spirits demonstrates the importance of compassion and community in Thai society. Even in death, no one is truly abandoned. There's always the possibility of help and redemption. As we conclude our exploration of Phi Tai Hong, consider this. In a world where death often seems random and meaningless, perhaps the concept of Phi Tai Hong serves an important psychological purpose. It provides a way to continue caring for those who have passed, to make amends for perceived failings, and to find meaning in tragedy. So the next time you're in Thailand and see a small shrine by the roadside or notice people paying respect with a traditional Thai greeting to an empty corner of a building, remember the Phi Tai Hong. In the land where the veil between the living and the dead is thin, every tragedy leaves its mark, and every spirit has a story to tell. 7. Phi Kong Koi, the one-legged forest vampire. Our spectral journey now takes us deep into the forests of Thailand, where we encounter one of the most unusual and terrifying spirits in Thai folklore, the Phi Kong Koi. This peculiar ghost combines elements of vampire lore with uniquely Thai characteristics, creating a creature that's both bizarre and deeply frightening. The Phi Kong Koi is often described as a tall, emaciated figure with ashen skin and long, matted hair. But its most distinctive feature is its single leg. The Phai Kong Khoi hops through the forest on one foot, using a wooden pestle as a crutch. This unusual method of locomotion gives rise to its name. Kong Khoi is an onomatopoeic term mimicking the sound of its hopping movement. Despite its seemingly awkward form of movement, the Phai Kong Khoi is known for its surprising speed and agility. It's said to be able to chase down even the fleetest-footed prey, cornering them in the dense undergrowth of the Thai forests. The origins of the Phai Kong Khoi are shrouded in mystery, with various explanations offered in different regions of Thailand. Some believe it to be the spirit of a person who died a violent death in the forest. Others claim it's a type of nature spirit, embodying the wild and untamed aspects of the jungle. Regardless of its origins, the Phai Kong Khoi is universally feared for its vampiric tendencies. Unlike Western vampires that primarily feed on blood, the Phai Kong Khoi has a more diverse and disturbing diet. It's said to feast on blood, raw flesh, and in some tales, human excrement. This last detail, while grotesque, is not uncommon in Thai ghost lore. We've seen similar behavior attributed to other spirits like the Kresu. The Phai Kong Khoi's hunting method is particularly terrifying. It's said to let out a distinctive cry, Kong, Khoi, as it hops through the forest. This eerie sound serves as both a warning and a lure. Those who hear it are often frozen in fear, making them easy prey for the spirit. One of the most interesting aspects of the Phai Kong Khoi legend is its connection to Thai traditional medicine. In some versions of the tale, the wooden pestle the spirit uses as a crutch is actually a magical item capable of curing illnesses. This creates a fascinating duality. The Phai Kong Khoi is both a terrifying predator and a potential source of healing, embodying the Thai belief that nature can be both destructive and nurturing. The legend of Phai Kong Khoi serves several purposes in Thai culture. For one, it acts as a deterrent, keeping people, especially children, from wandering too far into the forest alone. The fear of encountering this hopping vampire encourages respect for the wilderness and its potential dangers. Moreover, the Phai Kong Khoi represents the unknown and untamed aspects of nature. In a country where rapid development has often come at the cost of natural habitats, the persistence of this legend reminds people of the power and mystery of the forest. It's a symbolic assertion that no matter how much humans try to control nature, there will always be aspects of the wild that remain beyond our understanding or control. The Phai Kong Khoi also intersects with Thai spiritual practices in interesting ways. In areas where belief in this spirit is strong, it's common for people to make offerings before entering the forest. These might include food, drink, or small trinkets left at the forest's edge. The offerings serve a dual purpose: to appease the Phai Kong Khoi and other forest spirits, and to show respect for the natural world. In some regions, there are even rituals designed to protect against the Phai Kong Khoi. One common practice involves carrying a small amount of salt, which is believed to repel the spirit. Others might wear specific amulets or recite protective chants before venturing into the woods. The legend of Phai Kong Khoi has evolved with modern times, finding new life in Thai pop culture. It's a popular subject in horror films and television shows, where its distinctive appearance and movement make for striking visuals. These modern interpretations often play with the dual nature of the spirit, sometimes portraying it as a misunderstood creature rather than an outright monster. One particularly interesting modern twist on the Phai Kong Khoi legend comes from environmental activists. Some have adopted the spirit as a symbol of forest conservation, arguing that the disappearance of the Phai Kong Khoi's habitat through deforestation is the real horror story. This reinterpretation of an ancient legend for modern purposes demonstrates the flexibility and enduring relevance of Thai folklore. The Phai Kong Khoi also provides insight into Thai attitudes towards disability. While the spirit's single leg makes it seem vulnerable, it's actually incredibly powerful and dangerous. This subversion of expectations could be seen as a commentary on the hidden strengths of those who might appear weak or different. As with many Thai ghosts, the Phai Kong Khoi is more than just a scary story. It's a reflection of cultural values and societal concerns. The spirit's connection to the forest highlights the important role that nature plays in Thai culture and spirituality. Its vampiric aspects speak to fears of predation and the unknown, and its potential healing powers reflect the Thai belief in the restorative properties of nature. As we conclude our exploration of the Phai Khong Khoi, consider this. In a world increasingly dominated by technology and urban living, perhaps legends like this serve an important purpose. They remind us of our connection to the natural world, of the power and mystery that still resides in the wild places of the earth. So the next time you find yourself on the edge of a Thai forest, and hear an unusual sound in the distance, Khong Khoi, take a moment to reflect. Is it just the wind in the trees, or could it be something more? In Thailand, where the line between the natural and supernatural is often blurred, you never know when you might brush up against a legend come to life. 8. Kuman Thong, the Golden Child Ghosts. Our journey through Thailand's supernatural landscape now brings us to one of the most controversial and ethically complex entities in Thai spiritual beliefs: the Kuman Thong, or Golden Child Ghosts. These spirits occupy a unique position in Thai folklore, straddling the line between protective guardian and potentially dangerous supernatural force. Kuman Thong, which literally translates to golden boy, refers to the spirit of a young child that has been ritualistically transformed into a household divinity. Traditionally, these spirits were believed to bring good fortune, protection, and success to those who properly cared for them. However, the origins and creation of Kuman Thong are deeply disturbing and rooted in dark magical practices. In its most ancient and controversial form, the creation of a Kuman Thong involved the mummification of a stillborn fetus or a child that died shortly after birth. The body would be ritually prepared, often roasted until dry, covered in gold leaf, and consecrated through various magical rituals. This process was believed to bind the child's spirit to the physical remains, creating a powerful supernatural entity. It's crucial to note that these extreme practices are illegal and widely condemned in modern Thailand. Today, most Kuman Thong are symbolic representations, usually small figurines or amulets depicting a young boy, often with a top-knot hairstyle and sometimes holding a bag of money or other auspicious symbols. The belief in Kuman Thong reflects complex Thai attitudes towards life, death, and the afterlife. In Thai culture, the death of a child is seen as particularly tragic, leaving behind a spirit that hasn't had the chance to fulfill its potential or accrue good karma. The creation of a Kuman Thong was seen as a way to give purpose to these lost souls, transforming them into protective spirits. The powers attributed to Kuman Thong are varied and significant. They're believed to bring wealth and success to their caretakers, protect homes and businesses from theft or harm, and even assist in gambling or lottery predictions. Some people believe that Kuman Thong can communicate with their owners through dreams or by influencing their thoughts. However, the relationship between a Kuman Thong and its caretaker is not simple. These spirits are often described as having childlike personalities. They can be playful and helpful, but also demanding and prone to mischief if neglected. Proper care for a Kuman Thong typically involves regular offerings of food, often children's snacks like candy or milk, toys, and other items that would appeal to a young child. The ethical implications of Kuman Thong beliefs have been a subject of debate in modern Thailand. Critics argue that the concept commodifies the spirits of deceased children and can lead to exploitation. There have been cases of fraudulent amulet sellers claiming to have authentic, ritually created Kuman Thong, preying on people's beliefs for profit. Moreover, the belief in Kuman Thong has occasionally intersected with real-world crime. There have been disturbing incidents where individuals, driven by a misguided belief in the power of these spirits, have committed infanticide in an attempt to create authentic Kuman Thong. These rare but shocking cases have led to increased scrutiny and condemnation of the more extreme aspects of this belief. Despite these controversies, belief in Kuman Thong remains widespread in Thailand, albeit in a more symbolic form. Many Thai people, including some in positions of power and influence, keep Kuman Thong figurines in their homes or businesses. The spirits are particularly popular among merchants and those in high-risk professions, who see them as a form of supernatural insurance. In modern Thai popular culture, Kuman Thong have become a common trope in horror films and television shows. These depictions often play on the duality of the spirits, their childlike innocence contrasted with their supernatural power and potential for mischief or even malevolence if mistreated. The persistence of Kuman Thong beliefs in modern Thailand speaks to the country's complex relationship with the supernatural. Even as the nation rapidly modernizes, ancient spiritual practices continue to hold sway, adapting to new contexts rather than disappearing entirely. The Kuman Thong phenomenon also reflects broader themes in Thai culture: the importance of reciprocity in relationships, even supernatural ones, the belief in the power of ritual and proper observance, and the enduring influence of animistic beliefs within the framework of Thai Buddhism. As we conclude our exploration of Kuman Thong, consider this. In a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable, perhaps the belief in these child spirits serves a psychological purpose. They offer a sense of control, a supernatural ally in the face of life's uncertainties. At the same time, they serve as a reminder of the responsibilities that come with power. Even a helpful spirit can become troublesome if neglected or mistreated. So the next time you're in Thailand and see a small, golden figurine of a child in a shop or home, remember the complex history and beliefs surrounding Kuman Thong. In the land of smiles, where the boundaries between the natural and supernatural are often blurred, even the smallest statue might house a powerful spirit. A reminder that in Thailand, the sacred and the everyday often walk hand in hand. 9. The Ghost Tower of Bangkok. Urban legends in the concrete jungle. Our spectral journey now brings us from the realms of ancient folklore to the heart of modern Bangkok, where we encounter a haunting tale of the 21st century, the legend of the Sathorn Unique Tower, better known as the Ghost Tower. Rising 49 stories into the Bangkok skyline, the Sathorn Unique Tower stands as a stark reminder of economic dreams turned to dust. Construction on this ambitious residential skyscraper began in the 1990s during Thailand's economic boom. However, the 1997 Asian financial crisis brought the project to an abrupt halt, leaving the tower an unfinished shell looming over the city. For more than 2 decades, the Ghost Tower has stood empty, its bare concrete floors and open elevator shafts a silent testament to abandoned ambitions. But in the eyes of many Bangkok residents and visitors, the tower is far from lifeless. Over the years, it has become the subject of numerous ghost stories and urban legends, earning its spooky moniker. The origins of the Ghost Tower's supernatural reputation are multifaceted. In Thai culture, any large-scale tragedy or unfulfilled purpose can lead to restless spirits. The sudden halt of construction, leaving the dreams and investments of many in ruins, creates the perfect backdrop for ghostly tales. Moreover, there are darker stories associated with the tower. Urban explorers who have ventured into the building, despite it being officially off-limits, report feelings of unease and the sense of being watched. Some claim to have heard unexplained noises echoing through the empty floors, footsteps where no one walks, voices where no one speaks. One of the most chilling legends associated with the Ghost Tower revolves around the tragic death of a Swedish man who fell from the building in 2014 while exploring its upper floors. This real-life tragedy has fueled beliefs that his spirit now haunts the tower, perhaps warning others of the dangers that lurk in its decaying structure. The Ghost Tower has become a magnet for thrill-seekers and urban explorers, despite efforts by authorities to keep people out. Many are drawn by the combination of spectacular views over Bangkok and the eerie atmosphere of abandonment. Some even claim to have conducted paranormal investigations in the building, adding to its reputation as a hotspot for supernatural activity. Interestingly, the Ghost Tower's spectral reputation extends beyond traditional Thai ghost beliefs. Its imposing presence and tragic history have made it a subject of interest for ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts from around the world, blending Thai supernatural beliefs with global ghost hunting culture. The legend of the Ghost Tower also reflects broader societal issues in Thailand. For many, the abandoned skyscraper serves as a potent symbol of economic inequality and the dangers of unchecked development. Its unfinished state, contrasting sharply with the luxury developments that surround it, is a stark reminder of the volatility of economic fortunes. In recent years, there have been various proposals to either complete the tower or demolish it. However, legal disputes and the enormous costs involved have left it in limbo. This state of uncertainty only adds to its mystique, with many wondering if the tower's ghosts would follow if it were to be completed or torn down. The ghost tower has also found its way into popular culture, featuring in numerous Thai horror films and television shows. These depictions often play on the contrast between the tower's modern, urban setting and the ancient ghost beliefs it has come to embody, creating a unique blend of contemporary and traditional horror. As we conclude our exploration of the ghost tower, consider this. In a rapidly modernizing world, perhaps urban legends like this serve an important purpose. They remind us that even in the heart of a bustling metropolis, mystery and the unknown can still find a place. They give voice to our anxieties about progress and development, and provide a modern context for ancient beliefs. So the next time you're in Bangkok, look up at the skyline. Among the gleaming skyscrapers and ancient temples, you might spot the unfinished hulk of the ghost tower. As the sun sets and its empty windows darken, ask yourself, is it just an abandoned building, or could it be something more? In Thailand, where the line between the mundane and the supernatural is often blurred, you never know what secrets might be hiding in plain sight. 10. Chiang Mai Women's Prison. Echoes of the Past. Our final stop on this ghostly tour of Thailand takes us to the northern city of Chiang Mai, where we encounter a more recent addition to Thailand's haunted locations, the defunct Chiang Mai Women's Prison. This site offers a unique blend of historical significance and supernatural intrigue, embodying the way Thai ghost beliefs adapt to and incorporate modern settings. The Chiang Mai Women's Prison, located in the heart of the old city, operated for over a century before being decommissioned in 2013. During its long history, the prison witnessed countless stories of hardship, suffering, and occasionally, redemption. It's this rich tapestry of human experience that forms the backdrop for the ghostly tales that have emerged since its closure. Unlike many of Thailand's famous ghosts, which are rooted in ancient folklore, the spirits said to haunt the old prison are more recent arrivals to the supernatural scene. Yet, they embody many of the same themes we've seen in older Thai ghost stories: tragedy, unfinished business, and the lingering effects of emotional trauma. One of the most prevalent ghost stories associated with the prison involves the spirit of a former inmate who died while incarcerated. According to local legend, this woman was unjustly imprisoned and died before she could prove her innocence. Her ghost is said to wander the abandoned cell blocks, still seeking justice and freedom. Other tales speak of more malevolent entities. Some visitors to the site claim to have felt an oppressive atmosphere in certain areas, particularly in the old solitary confinement cells. There are reports of sudden temperature drops, unexplained sounds, and even apparitions glimpsed out of the corner of the eye. Interestingly, not all the ghostly tales associated with the prison are negative. Some stories speak of protective spirits, perhaps former guards or kind-hearted inmates, who watch over the site and occasionally intervene to prevent accidents or warn away those who might disturb the peace of the place. The emergence of these ghost stories reflects a particular aspect of Thai spiritual beliefs: the idea that intense emotions and traumatic events can leave a supernatural imprint on a location. A prison, with its concentration of human suffering and complex emotions, is seen as a prime candidate for such spiritual residue. Since its closure, the prison has been repurposed as a historical site and tourist attraction. Visitors can tour the grounds, see the preserved cell blocks, and learn about the history of the Thai penal system. However, for many, the site's ghostly reputation is as much of a draw as its historical significance. This dual identity, as both a historical site and a supposedly haunted location, creates an interesting dynamic. Tour guides often incorporate ghost stories into their narratives, blending historical facts with supernatural lore. This approach reflects a broader trend in Thailand, where ghost stories are often used as a means of engaging with and understanding history. The Chiang Mai Women's Prison has also become a popular spot for paranormal investigators and ghost hunting groups. These activities, which blend traditional Thai ghost beliefs with Western-style ghost hunting techniques, represent an interesting cultural fusion. They demonstrate how Thai supernatural beliefs continue to evolve and adapt in the face of globalization and technological change. The site's reputation has spread beyond Thailand, featuring in international ghost hunting shows and travel blogs. This exposure has led to an increase in dark tourism, with visitors coming specifically to experience the prison's spooky atmosphere. However, it's important to note that not everyone approves of the site's ghostly reputation. Some historians and former prison staff argue that focusing on ghost stories trivializes the real human stories of the women who were incarcerated there. They advocate for a more respectful approach that honors the site's historical significance without sensationalizing it. This tension between historical preservation and supernatural tourism reflects broader debates in Thai society about how to engage with the past. It raises questions about the ethics of ghost tourism and the responsibilities of sites that are both historically significant and supposedly haunted. As we conclude our exploration of the Chiang Mai Women's Prison, consider this. In a rapidly changing world, perhaps these modern ghost stories serve an important purpose. They provide a bridge between past and present, allowing people to engage with history in a visceral, emotional way. At the same time, they remind us that the supernatural is not confined to ancient legends. In Thailand, new ghosts can emerge wherever human experiences are intense and transformative. So if you find yourself in Chiang Mai, consider a visit to the old prison. As you walk through its silent corridors and peer into the empty cells, listen carefully. In the whisper of the wind through rusted bars or the echo of your footsteps on worn concrete, you might just hear the echoes of the past, both historical and supernatural. In Thailand, after all, the line between memory and ghost story is often delightfully blurred. As we conclude our spectral journey through Thailand's rich tapestry of ghost stories and supernatural beliefs, it's clear that these tales are far more than just campfire frighteners or tourist attractions. They form an integral part of Thai culture, reflecting deep-seated values, fears, and social dynamics that continue to shape society even in the face of rapid modernization. From the tragic love story of Mae Nak to the urban legends surrounding Bangkok's Ghost Tower, these supernatural narratives serve multiple purposes in Thai society. They act as moral compasses, cautionary tales, and expressions of cultural identity. The persistence of these beliefs in modern Thailand speaks to their enduring relevance and adaptability. One key insight we can draw is the fluid nature of Thai spirituality. The seamless blending of animistic beliefs, Buddhism, and even elements of Hinduism demonstrates a remarkable spiritual flexibility. This syncretic approach allows Thais to navigate the complexities of the modern world while maintaining a connection to their cultural roots. Moreover, these ghost stories often serve as a means of social commentary and critique. The vengeful spirits of wronged women, the restless souls of accident victims, and the protective nature of child ghosts all reflect societal concerns about justice, safety, and the vulnerability of the innocent. In this way, supernatural beliefs become a vehicle for expressing and addressing real-world issues. The economic dimensions of Thai ghost culture are also significant. From the amulet trade to ghost tourism, supernatural beliefs have spawned entire industries. This commercialization of the spirit world raises intriguing questions about the intersection of faith, capitalism, and cultural identity in contemporary Thailand. Looking forward, it's clear that Thai ghost lore will continue to evolve. As the country grapples with issues like rapid urbanization, environmental degradation, and cultural globalization, we can expect new types of ghosts and supernatural narratives to emerge. These will likely reflect changing societal concerns while maintaining links to traditional beliefs. For those seeking to understand Thai culture on a deeper level, engaging with these supernatural beliefs offers invaluable insights. They provide a window into the Thai worldview, illuminating aspects of the culture that might otherwise remain hidden to outsiders. In conclusion, the ghosts of Thailand are more than just spooky stories. They are living cultural artifacts that continue to shape and reflect Thai society. They remind us that in Thailand, the line between the seen and unseen worlds is delightfully thin, and that sometimes the most profound truths are spoken in the language of the supernatural. As we end this exploration, we invite you, our viewers, to share your own experiences and thoughts. Have you encountered any ghostly phenomena in Thailand? How do these beliefs compare to supernatural traditions in your own culture? Your insights and stories contribute to the ongoing dialogue about the role of the supernatural in our modern world. Remember, in Thailand, every spirit has a story, and every story has a spirit. By listening to these tales, we not only entertain ourselves but also gain a deeper understanding of a rich and complex culture. So the next time you visit Thailand, keep your mind open and your senses alert. You never know when you might brush up against the supernatural. Thank you for joining us on this spectral journey. Until next time, Sawat di crap, and may all your ghostly encounters be friendly ones.